There were early reports, John, that the doorman said he saw her come into the apartment that night. But later, he was unable to recall seeing this. He said he saw somebody that looked like her, but he could not confirm that he saw Kathy arriving at their downtown apartment. The next morning, the dean of the Albert Einstein College of Medicine received a phone call from a woman saying that it was Kathy and she was sick and unable to come to school. Robert told the police as well that he spoke to Kathy on the phone once she got to her apartment. And he would actually say during the documentary, John, that he was hoping he could say that to place her in New York to get the police off of his back for her disappearance, even though he didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, man, if you listened to last week's episode, we talked about the disappearance of Tara Grant and her eventual murder. Her husband was the number one suspect, and just like that in this particular case, Robert would, of course, be the primary suspect. I mean, it's kind of simple to put two and two together there. However, there's no physical evidence linking him to this particular crime. There's really no evidence suggesting that anything happened to her. I mean, it's like she's just really up and vanished. Her family believed that he had something to do with her disappearance, but like I said, there's really nothing to point towards in this crime. There was some circumstantial evidence that we can talk about, but no physical evidence at all. So one of the first things we should mention is that prior to her disappearance, she told him that she wanted the divorce and that she wanted $250,000 in a settlement from him for the divorce. Is that enough to make any red flags pop up?
You know, when you said it, it is. But when you think about how much money this family had, if he really has problems with this woman, to get her out of his life, that's not that much money for them. They're multi-millionaires. It's a significant amount of money to anyone, but this isn't get rid of somebody money for them in my mind.
Thank you for listening to this preview of True Crimecast. You can find the rest of this episode, as well as over 200 other episodes, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
You've listened to True Crimecast, distributed by Stoveleg Media. Check out stoveleg.com to find out more about your hosts and to find other podcasts to listen to. Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.